Okay, can you see it's recording on your end?
Yeah, can.
Can. Okay. Hi, Genevieve. Hi, this is Samantha, your
I
career coach. Hi, nice. Thanks for coming into the call. For our training and quality purposes, the Zoom meeting will be recorded. Is that okay with you?
Oh yeah, sure, no problem.
Okay, thank you, thank you. So can I also just confirm that your last four digits of NRIC will be 368Z?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, wonderful, good. Okay, so Genevieve, very nice to meet you. So again, I'm your career consultant, and we will be working together in your job search journey. Okay? Yeah. So for the call today, right, I would like to know you, get to know you a little bit more, understand your goals, to identify some of the barriers that you're actually currently facing, and then also set up an action plan with you. Okay? Okay, don't worry. For this call, what you share me, we kept confidential. And if there's any point where you're not comfortable to answer my questions, just let me know. We'll keep these conversations very casual. Okay?
Okay, sure. Sounds
Okay,
good.
good. Thank you so much. Okay, before I start, can I check if you've attended any career coaching session before?
No, this is my first time.
Your first session. Okay,
Yeah.
can. Wonderful, good. Okay, so I will then moving forward, I will then share with you a little bit more about what we do, just to give an overview of the program lah. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so my name is Samantha. Okay, and I've been a career coach for 3 years. Prior to this, I was actually working in the customer service industry. Okay. On this program, there are actually four stages. So firstly, we will work on your personal branding, which is your resume write-up. Okay. To touch up on your LinkedIn, and then to also showcase, which is important because that's where you showcase your employer your experience. Okay. And
Okay.
then also, then once the above is done, we'll work on some job search strategy, be it whether you're planning to send your CVs out to the various job boards, job portals, or tap on our existing employers. We will discuss that in time to come.
Mm.
Okay. And thirdly, we will also help you with the interview preparation lah. Okay. Then lastly, we will share with you on how to manage your salary negotiation. Okay.
Mm.
Onboarding preparation. But we'll leave it to the last part when we get there.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So this is like a gist overview of the program. Maybe what you can do next is maybe you can share me more about yourself, and what you do, and yeah. I'll leave the floor to you.
Okay. Okay. I'm 35 this year, so actually, um, prior to this, I was actually a ex-air stewardess. Like, I've been working in the role for 5 years. So I would say I do enjoy customer service, but then also at the same time, just looking to kind of explore my options because I do feel a little bit lost at the moment lah.
Understand. Thanks for sharing, Genevieve. Yeah, I know how you feel. Especially when you have been, working in a role for some time, and then when you leave, you're unsure on where to go next
Mm.
lah. Okay. So could you share with me why you decide to leave your job?
Mm, I think for myself, one of the main reasons was that I did start to feel a bit tired from all the flying. Yeah, because
Mm,
the schedule was a bit inconsistent as well. Yeah.
understand. So I think over time, it takes a physical toll on your body, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
understand. So understand. I will be here to support you in your journey. So not to worry. So maybe just a couple of questions, with regards to the role that you're looking at, your salary expectation.
Mm.
Maybe we can deep dive through those questions so that I can better understand how to narrow down to help you to find a suitable job, a suitable role for yourself.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. So in terms of salary, right? What is the minimum that you're looking at?
I think the minimum for myself would be maybe like around four, five.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you have like a preferred location, working location? Is there any like zones you might not consider?
Uh, um, I stay in the west, so I think
Mm,
I'm looking around like west or central.
okay.
Yeah.
Central. Okay, that's good. That's fair. Okay. And then on a scale of like 1 to 10, how ready are you or how urgent are you to get back to work? I think this is for me to like better understand how
Okay.
closely, I can work together with you.
Right. Okay. So I have been staying home for a while since I left my last role.
Mm.
I think at the moment I do feel a bit bored, so
Mm.
preferably ASAP lah.
Okay, okay, sure,
Yeah.
sure, I understand. Okay, then could you share me some of like your career motivators? I mean, now I'm hearing that you've been staying home, getting a little bit
Mm.
bored. Is that like the main reason why you're looking out?
That would be one of the reasons, but also I don't really want my gap between my previous employment and my next one to be too wide.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
because I'm afraid like it'll be harder to be secure a role if that continues to happen lah.
Understand, understand.
Mm,
Okay, I hear you, I hear you. And for me to also better understand you,
mm,
but if you're not ready or if you're not comfortable to share the next question, that's perfectly fine. Okay. So I think for me to better understand, I would like to know like how is your financial runway? How are you coping?
I think at the moment I still have about like 2, 3 months of buffer, so it's okay for me. But yeah, as I mentioned, I am just getting quite bored, and I do
Mm.
want to like actively put myself out there lah.
Understand. Okay, okay. I mean, I'm glad to hear that at least financially, in terms of runway is still healthy lah. Because sometimes it gets a bit mentally taxing, when you're looking out for
Yeah.
jobs and then you're struggling financially. Yeah. So I think that's for me to better understand the area. Okay, good. So let me just summarize a little bit. So basically, you were previously you working as air stewardess, right? So providing customer service to passengers, and
Mm,
currently you're feeling tired, fatigue from flying because of the different schedules, and it takes a physical toll on you. Hence, you resign and you're looking out, right?
yeah,
Mm.
yeah, correct.
Okay, okay. And I think the main motivator is for you to close the gap on your resume. Like you don't want to leave too long gap also, right?
Mm,
Ah,
yeah.
okay. Okay, okay, good, good. So Genevieve, I mean, when you hear a little bit more about this program, what do you really hope to achieve out of this?
Okay, I think definitely the most important thing would be to find my next job.
Mm,
But
mm,
I think
mm,
beyond that also it's more about because I've been in like an air stewardess for 5 years, so it's mostly a customer service facing role.
mm.
I also want to explore like other options for myself in a way. Yeah,
Okay,
like what else would
okay.
I be able to do with the experience that I have lah.
With the current skill
Yeah,
sets that you have. Okay,
yeah.
understand. So I guess what I'm hearing is that your objective is really to identify what are the suitable roles out there for yourself lah.
Mhm.
Okay. So
Yeah.
so now that we have this objective, let's set an action plan towards it. Okay.
Okay.
So what I've assessed is that based on our conversation earlier, I think the primary issue I've identified is that there is that lack of clear career direction. Yeah, so I think you have excellent experience, valuable experience, but unsure how that could translate out of the aviation industry. I mean, because you've been flying for 5 years, right?
Yeah.
So I think your readiness for employment do seem very high. You do seem very ready to get back to the workforce, and you've already taken a bold step, by resigning first before you secure a role, right? So which shows that there is a certain commitment in you trying to find a role that fits your need.
Mm,
Okay, yeah. So I think today, my role today is really to help you feel less lost
mm,
and also maybe help you to start like building a roadmap for your career. Okay. So there are like two theories or maybe two career theories that maybe I can share to help you understand your situation better. Okay. So the first theory that actually I would share with you, right, is that there is this RISEC test, RIASEC. I'm not sure whether you have heard of it before.
I think I've seen it around, but I'm not really sure what it's about.
Okay. So
Yeah.
this test, right? It's a short, simple test to help you understand what is your core motivators, so that you will know what kind of work environment can then suit you, your personality style, and also your prior experience. So, for example, right, your previous role as air stewardess would then lead you to have like a high social component because you're constantly interacting with people and providing service. And the fatigue suggests that the physical demands of the role were a bit of a challenge towards you lah.
Mm,
So by understanding this, right, we can actually tap on roles that taps onto your strength, like your social component strength. Yeah. So, but of course, in a less taxing environment. So for example, maybe roles like in the hospitality management, customer service, or corporate training may be a fit to you. You can consider those roles. Yeah.
okay. Actually, that
Mm,
does sound quite ideal lah.
Because those roles don't have different time zones, so it won't take a toll on your body, but you will still be able to tap on the strength that you have.
Mm,
Okay. So another theory that I would share with you is that um the matching of the roles and your traits. So, for example, because you have been, flying for 5 years, you would have developed a rich set of transferable skill sets, customer service, problem solving, etc. So, what we can do on your resume, right, is that we can break down these competencies into valuable sought after skill sets. So, for example, your providing of good customer service can then be translated into excellent service, good communication and problem solving under pressure or like, critical thinking, because you do have to have such components when you're flying.
mm, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a trait. So this theory helps me and helps you to match the individual traits of yourself into the roles of the traits that the roles require.
Mm,
Mm, okay. Yeah. So like I think moving forward, I think to help you gain some sort of like clarity, we can use some sort of career tools. So for example, right, one that I always use with my clients is this cut sort tool. So basically what I'll do for you is that right, I will list the career values such as high income, work-life balance, stability, creativity, and then I will need you to go through the list, right, and select your top five most important values.
okay, sure.
Okay. So this will then help me to understand what you really want from your next job. So for
Mm,
example, some people, oh no, actually many people, many of my clients, they choose work-life balance as a first.
okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah, like they want some sort of, balance in terms, of their work. Like they don't want something so strenuous, but yet they just want to balance it out so that it's not too tiring for them. Yeah, correct. So that would then help me to see out, right, what kind of roles and what kind of industry may suit you better. Then another tool is that, what we can do is looking through your resume, I can help you to identify the types of skills that you have. So for example, as an air stewardess, you didn't just serve food, you don't just, fly, like
Mm.
some of the traits that you do is, you handle very challenging, tricky situations with grace because you cannot flat passengers. Correct. Yeah. And then you also have to ensure their safety. So these are some skills, right, which we can help to phrase it towards the modern skill sets that employers are looking out for. So for example, you can say teamwork. You have great teamwork. You have to work with countless stewardess, passengers. You to ensure that teamwork is there for the work to be completed. And then you can also say that you have good problem solving skills because you have to work under pressure. I mean, working in an aircraft, there's only so much that you can do in a confined space also.
Yes,
Mm,
correct, correct.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
correct. So for example, have you also heard of My Careers Future?
Yeah, I have.
Okay. So have you used that before?
Sorry. I have been using it to just browse around now, but I can't say that I've really, actively made applications at all yet.
Understand,
Yeah.
understand. Okay, so career one of the career profiling tools that the government provide, one of them is My Careers Future lah. So there are some like
Mm.
assessments for you to work to do to see what roles suits you based on your personality, and then they can also give you some career
Ah,
suggestions. Yeah, correct,
okay,
correct.
okay.
So maybe we can tap on that together.
Mm,
Okay.
can.
So I understand, what I've been sharing might feel a bit overwhelming, but at this point, maybe I take a pause. I just want to check in with you. If you have any like questions or anything that you're unsure of, that you can just feel free to sound out and let me know.
I think at this point still relatively all right.
Okay, okay, good,
Yeah.
good. Happy to hear. Okay, good. Then I will continue on. Okay, so I guess the next step, more importantly, I would like to talk about like goal setting with you, like because end of the day we want to hit our objectives, and that's where the goal setting comes in. Okay,
Mm.
so I think now what I'm seeing is that your main concern is weight loss. So I think what we can do is we can translate that into like a clear goal. So for example, right, maybe I have a bit of homework for you. So that would then be, for yourself to,
Mm.
to to think through what are three potential career paths that would align with your skills and your values, and then you can list it down and we see how it goes. We can discuss it during the next call.
Okay, sure. I can do
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, correct. And I think meanwhile we can also tap on your resume. We can also clean it up and rephrase certain words or tailor it so that um it goes through the ATS system, like the application tracking system.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so we
Yeah.
make it ATS smart. Okay. So and I have to tell you that job search is actually not a sprint, it's actually a marathon. So there will be cases, there will be times when you may feel disappointed or you may feel very fatigued because of this job search. But I would like to encourage you that this is not just a task that you're doing, but is actively working towards a lifestyle you desire because you left a
Mm.
flying career because of fatigue, right? So this is this role, this opportunity is for us to work towards a lifestyle that you desire lah. It's one that's being able to tap on your skill sets, yet not feeling the physical toll.
Mm.
Okay.
Understand.
So I want you to be, confident on this journey. Know that you do have 5 solid years of experience in a demanding role. It's not easy being an air stewardess, and I hope you acknowledge that. Yeah, and it speaks volume about your resilience and capability. So we know if you have the courage to change, I mean that's a commitment that you have proven to yourself, and I would like to assist you in that also lah. Okay,
Mm.
yeah. So you do have the skills. Don't worry, you do have the skills and skill sets. It's just that we just need to repackage them, and we'll work on that later. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
Okay.
thank you
So
for the assurance.
no problem, no problem. Because I know it can get quite daunting sometimes lah, and sometimes if your friends are on this journey, you may feel a bit lonely as well.
A
Mm.
little bit lah at times.
Yeah, so don't
Yeah.
worry. So don't worry about it. If there are times where you feel lonely, you need someone to share, you can always feel free to reach out to me also. Okay?
Okay. Thank you so
Mm.
much. I appreciate that though.
No problem, no problem. Okay, so I guess now, right, we can work towards some of the maybe specific and more measurable goals lah. Maybe we can break them down into short-term goals and long-term goals. Okay, so for example, so for short-term goal, I think what we can do is by the end of this month, maybe we can, or maybe you can research and identify 2 job roles that align with your career values and have a more work-life balance. So I think this one we can do it together.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I can explain the job scope to you a little bit more, and then we can, decide if this role is something that aligns with your career values. Okay. Then
Sounds
for
good.
the and then for the long-term goal, I would suggest, maybe within the next hopefully within the next 6 months, you will be able to secure a role into the industry that fully utilizes your skill lah, and it provides
Okay.
us sustainable work-life balance. Okay, so that's
Mm.
my goal for you. And don't worry, I will walk through together with you so you won't be alone on this journey. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So how does that feel so far? Like, after sharing with you the breakdown of the goals, are you feeling comfortable with that? Is it okay? You have any questions for me?
I'm comfortable with it. I think in some ways it does offer me a bit more clarity about my own situation
That's good.
and what sort of like, first steps I should be taking lah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So as long as you're assured lah. So I guess
Mm.
because my role here is really to guide and support you along the way, I need you to be comfortable and trust that this will be a fruitful journey. Okay?
Mm.
Yeah. So I guess moving forward, we can set up some action items and also some timelines lah. Okay. So first thing first, usually what I encourage my clients to do, is to revise and touch up on their resume, make sure it's most updated. Okay, but don't worry about the jargons and the big words because we'll come back to rephrase it together again. Okay.
Okay.
And I also will send you a resume template to ensure that it's ATS proof lah. Okay,
Mm.
so make sure the
Sounds good.
resume don't have any form of tables and whatnot, so that ATS can still detect your resume when when
Okay.
when we apply through job portals. Okay, and then we will also ensure that you have an updated LinkedIn account as well. Okay, because a lot of employers sometimes they do look for their candidates online also. Okay. Mm,
Understand.
and then we will also prepare your elevator speech lah to ensure that you know how to present yourself to the employer, skill sets, and then a good solid introduction.
Mm.
Okay, so I will reach out to you in the next 2 to 3 weeks, okay, to discuss more with you. So meanwhile, if you have any questions, regarding the resume or the LinkedIn update, feel free to reach out to me.
Okay,
Okay.
can.
Mm. And also, Genevieve, I would recommend you to also use a tracker to track your the jobs that you apply. Because sometimes, along the way when we apply and we get too confused, right? And it gets too messy. So I think we can use the tracker to help us to manage, what are the roles we have applied so that we don't double apply. And then if the role is out, at
Mm,
least we can sieve them out lah. Okay?
okay, can. I will start
Okay.
doing that then.
Okay, great, great,
Yeah.
great. So I do see that you are really, really career ready, yeah? Okay. Okay. So in order for me to progress further in the next maybe the next 1 or 2 days, I will send you like maybe 2 to 3 roles for you to consider, and then you can let me know what your interest and your thoughts on these roles lah. Okay. At the same time, you can also shortlist 1 to 3 roles, and then you can share with me, why you choose those roles, and we can apply if it's a fit. We will go through them together.
Okay, sure. I
Okay.
mean, sounds good lah.
Yeah, so I also don't want to drag this too long. So maybe I'll set up like an appointment within the next 2 weeks. Okay. Then
Okay,
after then after this call, I will send you an action plan and a summary of what we've spoken about today because we have gone through quite a bit. So I'll send you the breakdown so it doesn't get too overwhelming. Then do have a look. If you have any questions, anything to clarify, feel free to reach out to me again. Okay?
okay, we'll do so.
Okay, good, good, good. So, do you have anything for me before we end the call?
I think everything's pretty clear so far, but maybe
Mm,
if I have anything, I can just reach out to you.
yeah, okay. So you do have my email and my contact number,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, wonderful, good. So again, after this call, I'll send you an action plan and a summary of what was discussed, and then we will set up the next appointment, and then we can further discuss on from there. Okay?
Okay, thank you very
Okay,
much.
no problem, no problem. So thanks so much for the call, Genevieve. You take
Nah,
care.
thanks for speaking with me.
No problem. You take care.
Thanks, Sam. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.